because it's getting, it's getting late in the day, and this is the last video I'm doing, for a while. But last thing I want to talk about is the whole interracial dating thing and the racism thingy. Well, racism thing. Here's the truth behind racism. It's making money for rich people. Biggest point there is. Also, if I hate somebody, it's keeping the world separated. I don't know why it was taught for a black person to hate a white person. To be historically correct, white came from black, black is made from white. We're all one people, we're all one skin. The thing is, people like to keep separation going because confusion keeps understanding blocked. So, let me say that one more time. Hate keeps confusion keeps separation going, separation keeps understanding, and understanding keeps people from learning. Here's the thing. White and black were always one. Period. The reason why white was taught to hate black is because of superiority. Planet Earth is full of a lot of people with a superior complex or a superior mindset, meaning, one race has to be above another, one race got higher than another, one race has to be more intelligent than another one. Realistically, all people are one, no one's better than anybody else. I hate because white people were taught black people were dangerous, we're mischievous, we do wrong, where none of us are good. And because of slavery and older black generation, they taught their younger and African Americans to hate white people, although all white people are not bad. Sad truth is, white people and black people at one point actually did get along, but down through time, people started seeing reasons to not like each other. People made money off of that, so people like the separation because it helps them make money, keeps a certain structure and a certain foundation. And if people ever figured out that white people and black people are always one, they'll be mad. And the biggest reason why the white people were taught to hate us is because Jesus looks like us, but Jesus loves everybody. Jesus is actually mixed. His mom was white and his dad was black. That's one thing the church will not tell you, that the Heavenly Father is interracially made. So, yeah. Another thing sorry, brother's getting tired. Another thing is, the skin color of a person is always due to where you're born. If you're white, that means you were born farther from the equator, which means you're born farther from the sun, which means your skin is lighter because of the cold air getting into your skin cells, causing it to freeze because it has to adapt to that environment. The reason why you have dark-skinned people is because we're born closer to the equator, which is closer to the sun, which is closer to the heat, which our skin turned darker because it had to adapt to the heat. Realistically, first race means first life. Race, somebody running towards something for a reason that doesn't really mean nothing. Ism is a life term. First life created. People seem to think that white people are better than black people are better than white people. In reality, God made us all to be one. No one is higher than anyone, no one is lower than anyone. We're all the same. No one person is better than the next. We're all God's creation. That's how it is. That's how it always has been. And then the history teaches you that white people always did black people dirty. They did not. That's not true. There's a lot of white people, as I said in one of my last videos, that has something to do with a lot of our people getting to where they are now. So So all the hate people carry is technically just misunderstanding because a lot of them were not taught correctly as to how to view someone else's race. Like for example, a white person can teach their children to hate a black person because they're black and they look dangerous. A black person can teach a black child to hate a white person because of slavery and unfairness in life. When in reality, there's a lot of white people that want to be cool with black people, but because of the blindness of hate and unforgiveness people carry, they teach wrong, and people learn wrong, people grow up with wrong, and people live wrong, and people die with that wrong in their heart. And here's the science to it. It's like the words that Eddie Griffin said. And yeah, I'm quoting Eddie Griffin so he knows I said it was him that said it. Two black people can get together and make an albino. Two white people can't get together and make a black baby that I know. Why? Because white cannot come from black, but every color can come from black. I'm sorry. Black cannot come from white, but every color can come from black. Every color. White's not the supreme of color. Black's not the deficient of color. Black actually is just the start of color altogether. Because if you look out in the universe, you see white and black together. That's how it's always been. And white people can say, oh, we don't like black people. Slave master. The white slave master had a thing for the black slave woman. And the white slave master had a thing for the black slave master. So, I'm sorry, the white slave master had a thing for the black slave. So, white people got a thing for black people. Black people got a thing for white people. White people got a thing for black people. It's natural. It's common. Don't be ashamed of it. It's human. There's nothing wrong with dating outside your race, dating outside your religion, dating outside your own sexuality. There's reasons why people decide to date who they want. And I'm going to tell you right now, gay people are because straight people made them. A lot of the time, I can't say this is always true, but the LGBTQP community only exists because of people basically ruining their idea of what love is supposed to be. So they try to do it the right way. They see that it's not working, so they go back to the same sexuality to hope that it works out better than it did with the different sexuality. So things like that do happen, and it's not anyone's fault. Don't hate nobody over it. It's human. It does happen. That's life. Stop cheating on people. Stop lying to people. Stop giving people a false reality of who you are, who they think you are, and you wouldn't have them problems. Before you even think about getting with somebody, understand yourself, understand your flaws, understand you're not perfect, understand that person's not perfect. Neither one of you are perfect. Everyone in this world comes in this world to problems. Everyone's gonna leave this world in problems. That's just how it is. Hating someone does not make it any better. Walking around with your head down don't make it no better. Being angry at somebody because they're born a certain skin color, it doesn't make it right. That person cannot help what skin color they're born. Everyone's born to a certain race for a reason. Hating it's not going to make it better. And stop hating people who date outside their race or religion. They're just doing what you did not have the heart to do. And here's the sad part. A lot of people only marry someone because they're trying to please someone else, or because they didn't have the heart to get with who they wanted, so now they're unhappy. So if you want to hate on somebody for following their heart, that's your problem. At the end of the day, they're happy because they did what they felt was right. You're miserable because you didn't. You're hating on them because they did what made them happy and you did not. So who can you be mad at but yourself? But yeah, the whole racism thing needs to stop. People can't help the race that they are born. I mean, you can change your skin color, but at the end of the day, you're still what you were born. Whether you change your skin color, you change your hair, your eyes, you're still what you were born. God knows what you were born as, so you're not running away from it. Just so you know that. So for those who want to hate on interracial dating, you're probably just hating on it because you want to do it. You just don't have the heart to do it because you're afraid of being different, being a leader, or being hated, or being shunned from your family. Which, trust me when I tell you, no matter what you do in this world, bad or good, someone's not going to agree with it. Anything you do, there's going to always be that naysayer that don't agree with it. There's always going to be somebody that's going to look down on you for it. So, and there's always going to be someone that's going to judge you for it, no matter what it is, who it is, where it is, why you wore it, why you put your hair in that style. Anything people can do to make you feel bad, they're going to do it. So it's that better you just follow your heart and remember everyone down here has sins. Everyone down here has flaws. Ain't nobody perfect. Everyone does stuff they're ashamed of. There's a lot of people down here that are doing stuff to make themselves happy. At the end of the day, nobody is God. So do what you feel and hopefully the best comes out of it. And like I said again, just because you make the best decision for yourself does not mean everyone's going to always agree with it. So I'm out. God bless to those that believe. Those who don't, have a good day and or night because it's becoming dark. All right, I'm out.